Hello, everyone. My name is Ron, and I'm back with you for another episode of Empire Coins and Collectibles. Yes, we're hitting episode number 13. And if we've said anything that has been of interest to you or informative or even entertaining, with my wife leaving certain comments around my forehead and about maybe making a few snide remarks. We do that in terms of just making good fun at one another, and hopefully it's entertaining to you. But really, our main point is bringing to you coins that I've found out in the wild, coins that I've sent off for certification through ANACS. And by the way, that is the part and parcel of today's episode. We're going to do ANACS unboxing number 2. But before we get there, if you could please like, share, and subscribe, that would help us immensely. And maybe a few more people will join us as we go forward with this new channel. Okay, we're going to be unboxing the ANACS order, and I believe this was sent in on 3/15, according to my notes here. And I'm going to set that aside. We actually received it first or second week of May. Now, the reason why I haven't opened it up was I was saving it for an unboxing, and I got busy with work and everything, and so we have it now. And I'm going to unbox it right in front of you. Let me see. I will grab my scissors and split open the box. I believe we can go right down through here. And I'm going to have to split either side. Hopefully I can do this, as I've said earlier, and other unboxings without doing any damage to myself, my computer equipment, or the coins. But, you know, ANACS does a really good job of boxing everything up. It is a box in a box. That's the way they ship. And the coins are in a holder that separates them and keeps them from banging up against one another. Okay, so I'm going to spin it around and open it up. All right. I did receive an email, as I said earlier, about the order, so I kind of know what's in it. We have a long box and we have a short box. So let's start with the short box. I'm not sure which coins are in which. And I've got another setup of a camera here. We may have to move it around, but here is the short box. So let's see what's in it. Actually, only 2 coins. So we're going to pull out the first coin. And what I'm going to do is, let me switch the camera view right now. We're going to put it on this other camera view. I've got it set up where I can show the coin. This is a 2020 W 25-cent Samoan fruit bat, and it's got the privy on it, the V75 MS66. So that's a pretty good result. Hopefully we can get this thing to focus so you can see the coin. Focus, focus, focus. And we'll get that light out of it. There we go. Yeah, I like it. 66, I mean, you know, 67, 68 for the coins meant for circulation are getting on up there where maybe the registry set collectors would be interested in it. But I think a 66 is a really good result. Now, in today's market, I think this is worth probably $50, $60, $70. And it probably will be going up over time, because I think when these were put out, only about 2 million of each of these special coins were minted, 20 million. Okay, so this is an MS66. Let's show you the reverse. I got to flip it over. Will it focus? Come on, focus for me. It is having a tough time focusing. Let me do that. It doesn't like to focus on Washington for some reason. I'll move it in a little closer. Can we get it to focus? The camera light is what is obscuring it on the plastic. So let me see if I can get it to focus right here. Nope. What if I hold it up? Can we bring it in to focus this way? Well, for some reason, it's not liking to focus on the reverse, but it is a beautiful coin. I think the primary portion of it is, of course, the reverse, which shows the two bats. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now this coin is a 2019 W War in the Pacific, and it was an MS-65. So these are not the highest grades possible. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Will it focus? I'll tell you what, I'm going to drop it under the coin microscope, and we'll change that view. So bear with me. Since this one's not cooperating as much as I would have liked it to, let's flip it over to the coin microscope. I've got it backed off quite a bit, and I'm going to pull it back out and dust it off. These boxes are not very clean, and perhaps where they packed as they were packing, this plastic is like a magnet, given that particles are easily charged and attracted by the plastic. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty nice. I'm going to lower it to get a better view of it. Okay. That is the War in the Pacific. Let me flip it over. And the light, let me bring the lighting in a little bit better. I'm trying not to get some direct lighting on it because it'll wash it out. Will that work? Yeah, maybe. We've got a few dings in it, but a 65. I'm happy to have the W and it at a mint state 65. All right. So that was the first box. I'm going to change it back to the other view to see if we can get it to work on the other coins. Okay, so hang on with me. We'll put this box up. I'll put it right over here. And this is a fully loaded box. I'll just kind of show it to you as I push that off. Let me go to the other camera view. You can tell I'm a quite amateurish about it. Here it is. Okay. And we'll just pop it open here. And here it is. And of course, ANACS always puts in the advertisement for Coin World. And again, I will step up to the plate and get a subscription to that. All right. We're going to go back to the other camera view on the little tripod there. And hopefully we can get it to focus. So this first one coming up is another W. This is an MS-66 War in the Pacific. So this is a little different in terms of rating, but the same coin. Can we focus? Can we focus? Can we focus? No. And I thought I had all that worked out before the camera. All right, we're going to go back under the coin microscope just to show the difference in the 65 versus the 66. Okay, so there it is. War in the Pacific, W. I do like the West Point Mint coins. And I do like the presentation and the ANACS holder. And there's the coin. Now I've got to try and keep it from being washed out too awfully much by the lights. See if we can focus it a bit. And can we turn on this light a little bit more? Yeah, I'm going to turn that light off. Okay. All right. Now, kind of interesting, it doesn't pop as much as if it were a proof. The proof's really, the foreground pops out against the background, which is a mirror finish. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's flip it over. It's a little better. And you can see some little dings here and there. And that's the reason why it was the 66 and nothing higher. But look at the hair. Look at Washington's hair. Very fine detail. Wonderful. All right, that was the first one. We have another, which is another 66 War in the Pacific. I'm just going to flash it up there since we've already seen it. Right, different serial number. Just to prove it to you, to show the serial number on that one, right? Okay. We're going to go to the next one. We have another War in Pacific, and this one I am very, very happy with. Look at the rating on this one. It's an MS-67. Wow. I like it. Yes. We'll slide it on up and let you have a good look at that coin. That super nice coin. Let's flip it over. Different serial number, as you see, and I will flip it around so you can see Washington. Yes. Looks like it's got a little bit of a cartwheel going, but that might just be the lights on the microscope. Very, very nice. So I'm bringing it in to focus a little bit more. It's kind of hard this far out. Let me, I don't want to lower it because you won't see the label then. Okay. Now we're switching gears. This is an error coin. It is a Susan B. Anthony 1979 P dollar. It has the narrow rim with the far date, and it's broad struck. All of that, kind of nice. See, there it is, MS-62. And broad struck. And you can see some of the marking on the face. Clearly, that's the reason why it was an MS-62. And look, somehow it got loose and was broad struck. Very nice. In God we trust. Okay. Let's look at the flip side. Yeah, you can really see the marking at the top where it was circular going around, and then it was actually out of the positioning, proper positioning in the collar somehow, and got loose and was struck. I do love that eagle landing on the moon. I mean, we all have our aspirations as children, and I went to college, got my engineering degree, worked in the defense aerospace, worked with a lot of companies that did some work for NASA. And all of that was a result of the moon missions. And I imagine there's a number of children, even today, are being inspired by Elon Musk as we, as humanity, reach out to the solar system and back to the moon. And perhaps, in not too distant future, back to Mars. My grandfather, before they landed on the moon, he said, I hope to see man on the moon before I die. And he did get to see it. I'm like my grandfather. I hope to see humanity, man or woman, perhaps the first woman to step foot on Mars. That would be the culmination of all my dreams, even though I'm not the one doing the stepping. Okay, the next coin. Oh, this is an interesting one. This is a proof Thomas Jefferson 2007 dollar, and it's been canceled. It's a proof 60. And I love the look of this coin. Here's the information on it. Superb, wasn't it? Right? And then look here. Isn't that wonderful? It doesn't take much to excite me, does it? But I tell you, I really like the look of this coin. There's something about the canceled coins. And for the life of me, I am unsure as to why they canceled this coin. Perhaps it was a test coin. Let's look at the reverse. There is the reverse. You can see Lady Liberty holding that torch up, signifying freedom. Wonderful. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is another canceled coin, and this is a 2004 Sacagawea. Some people will say Sacagawea. So it too is MS60. And look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Now it's kind of interesting. This one is canceled vertical along the lines of the profile of Sacagawea. And you can see the In God We Trust. Almost the complete year. Yeah, 2004, I can make it out. Isn't it a beautiful coin? The idea of cancellation, and yet it creates a piece of artwork. At least I think so. How about you? Let's take a look at the backside. Yes. The eagle in flight is a little harder to make out, but still very, very nicely done. I'm very, very pleased with these canceled coins. I think we may have, nope, we don't have another. We do have the next coin is an off-center struck coin. It is a dime and it's 75% off center struck. I love this one. My wife is going to have a cow. Uh-oh, she might be putting comments up around the screen here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to give this one up for her to put on the eBay store, Empire Coins and Collectibles. So it's MS60, 75% off center, counting wheel damage. Wow. Look, let's take a look at that. See that right there? Isn't that wonderful? Love it. Flip it over. You can tell that I'm a coin collector because to me, this is like artwork. Even the errors and the mistakes tell something about our history as a nation on these coins. And there's that torch of freedom. That's a motif and symbol of America. You can be all you want to be. All right, let's look at the next one. This one is an AU58 and it's heavily clashed dies. It's a dime, a Roosevelt dime. So let's take a look at it. 2000p AU58. Oh, I wish it had been two grades higher. I guess that would be a grade, 2 points higher, shall we say. Let's move it up and take a look. Wow. Yeah, you can see, where's my toothpick? I may have to lower this so you can see the clashing a little bit more, but right in there. So let's take it down and focus it a bit more. Yep. Take it down a little more. Interesting. You can see some of the features up in here. And then down here. Okay, let's flip it over. You can see some of the features down here in that area. I think if you had this in your hand, you could see it a little better. But I think the outline of Roosevelt, you can see that as well. But under the microscope, it just doesn't present itself really well. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to raise this back up so we can see the full label. The next one is a 1966 1 cent, and it's struck through debris. And I do like these fairly unique coins. So let me focus it a little bit better. I'll have to bring it up a bit and then focus it. All right, there it is. MS-64 red. Let's see what it looks like. You can see, I may have to lower this a bit more, but you can see up in this area up in here. Let's bring it down. Let's see if I can get it. There you go. Bring it down so we can focus it in. Take a closer look. Yeah, it almost looks like it has features that almost makes you think of it's a clashed die. But no, it struck through something right there. You're getting a good look of it right there. And then there's hints of it up here, perhaps. Let's flip it over. Oh yeah, you can certainly see this. Quite significant. I think I showed another penny or cent in the first unboxing that had a quote weak strike, and my comment was, if that's a weak strike, that is well, something similar to it's an understatement. But I suppose it was an accurate description of the coin, because you could barely make out the outlines of Lincoln and the date on the obverse, and then the reverse actually had something that was quite similar to this right in here. So I'm going to have to check the dates and wonder if this is maybe an early state of that die damage. It may not be struck through, it may be something on the die, because it looks quite similar. But in any case, I'm not the expert, but I am happy to have this coin. Okay. The next coin is, it's a 1972 MS-64 red FS-102 DDO state 002. Yay, I got my double die, and perhaps I should save this for a special presentation on my doubled die journey, but I'll show it to you now. I do have a number of other copies of this that was 66, and I think I have a 67. Look at that. Now this one I am going to go lower just so we can see it. Let's go a little lower. Make sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. I think this is more prevalent on United States of America, but we'll take a look. And Liberty, perhaps. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit of it here. Okay, and look at the T. Look at the T right there at the top of the T. Then look at the E here. Yeah. It's not as striking as the 001 state. Let's move it up. Clearly you can see it on the I and the N. Isn't that nice? Clear separation right there. Wow. Love it. And it did get a red. Let me move it up now and see if we can really see the red state of the coin. I do like how some of the coins, as they age, They age to a striking red and almost a red orange. I've got one coin that I showed in the last unboxing that was literally orange. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous coin. So perhaps it is the lighting that's not making that red show up as nice as it could. But obviously, you might think it's a red brown. But here in person, it is a red. Let's flip it over. All right. That's the flip side. Okay, guys and gals, I'm going to flip it back over, and I'm going to say that part one of the second unboxing from ANACS is done. And what I'm going to do is leave it to the boss lady, Miss Empire, to play some music here, and we'll transition out and transition back into part two. So you guys take care, be careful out there, and always all the best.